We got redirect now. Let's see what happens here. Goodness gracious,
Were you
Kelly.
subpoenaed by the Commonwealth in this case?
No.
You were subpoenaed by the defense.
Yes.
Did they tell you that there was a sequestration order or that you shouldn't watch any of the footage? Did they fairly inform you about what the ground rules were?
No, and I wasn't part of the first trial, so I had no idea about anything to do with this trial.
When you spoke to those law enforcement officers back in 2023, do you know that they made a report where you had informed them that you knew Sarah Levinson, and that report had been provided to the defense a long time ago? Did you know that?
Objection.
Yes, I informed them very clearly.
So the question about if you know Sarah Levinson, that's no secret in your world, is it?
In that form, I'll sustain it.
That isn't a secret, is it?
Not at all.
That's something you were open and candid about?
Yes.
You understand that regardless of what you say, it doesn't matter as long as it's the truth. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The Commonwealth in no way is asking you to accommodate it or please it in any way. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If there was something that may be perceived by others as adverse to the Commonwealth, you understand we would want you to tell that if it was the truth, don't you?
Sustained.
You understand, well, the Commonwealth has never intimated, suggested, or advised you to say anything other than the truth, have they?
No.
Have you been given any consideration or reward because you remedied your memory?
No.
After being shown the evidence that you left that day, January 29, 2022 at 3:45, and learning that the defendant's car did not get to the Sally Port at 5:30 or so p.m., is there any way you could have seen Mr. Berkowitz and Mr. Higgins in the Sally Port with the defendant's car that night before you left for work?
There is no way.
Okay, I have a question then. Why in the you-know-what HE double hockey sticks did you testify to that? Dang, Julia's going in the chat. If that, why did you testify to that before?
Understanding you made a mistake.
Liar.
Was the defense receptive to your explanation that you made a mistake?
Objection.
Sustained in that form.
Did the defense pressure you when you told them you were going to come into this court and tell the truth about your mistake?
Objection.
No, allow it.
She's lying. She's clearing her throat. She lied.
Can you rephrase it?
Yes. When you told the defense you had made a mistake about your memory, did they pressure you?
Yes.
Did they pressure you to say something other than the truth?
Yes, they wanted me to repeat a lie at that point, given it would have been with malicious intent to repeat it.
So we're faulting the defense because they wanted her to repeat what she initially said in her testimony, which now she's saying is a lie, but she's also wants to say that she made that testimony in good faith. Double standard. Nice. That's maybe she should be an attorney. We can learn about sequesters. We can learn about dodging questions. She's well on her way. Wow.
Point, given it would have been with malicious intent to repeat it.
Understanding a lawyer has no power to charge with contempt, does that change the reality of whether or not you were threatened? Let me ask it a different way.
Nice.
You were asked questions about whether or not you knew who could take out charges for a crime. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Regardless of whether an attorney has that power, were you threatened that there would be a charge of perjury if you didn't comply with the defense wishes in this case?
Yes.
And knowing you were going to come into court, given this experience you had with the defense, is that why you felt like they were going to tear you?
Say it.
Is that the phrase we used?
Say it.
Yes, because they did not want me to tell the truth So I told them that knowing they were kind of trying to eat me alive into repeating something that is not the truth.
Something
Rather
that
than to
you
come in
said.
here and be attacked, wouldn't it have been easier just to said what you had earlier thought was true?
Objection.
I'm going to allow that.
Wouldn't it be easier just to come in and accommodate them rather than be threatened?
Well, of course.
So why did you come in here?
Why are you telling the
My
truth this
entire
time, Kelly?
job revolves around what I say on the stand right now. If I was to lie, I lose my job. I lose everything. I'm here to tell the truth. I cannot lie while sitting on this stand.
Oh, man. Oh my gosh. AJ, just no more objections, man. Just sit back and let them talk. As a juror, and you guys hear a police officer say, let me simplify and paraphrase, that, hey, when I was talking to such and such, I may have said one thing and it's in the official report and they're agents with another government agency. I may have said something different. But do not get it confused. When I show up here on this stand, I'm going to tell the truth. So when my job's at stake, and there's other things at stake, relationships, the internet people, the court of public opinion who are going to view this, when that's at stake, I'm going to say the right thing and say what I'm supposed to do. I'm a police officer. But other than that, I'm going to say whatever I want to. I'm going to misremember things. I'm going to tell FBI agents what I thought I saw, even though I may not have seen it, and it doesn't even make sense that I saw what I said I saw. This is insane. This makes these officers look so bad, and I don't think she realizes how a jury's going to look at her, how this looks to a jury. Me seeing this as a juror, I'm like, lady, why didn't you tell the truth in your other statement? Why didn't you remember then when it was closer to when the event happened? And now you're saying you're okay in changing your story because you made your initial statement in good faith when you clearly could not and did not see what you said you saw. Huh?
Thank you.
One question.
Okay?
Your entire job revolves around what you say on the witness stand.
Here we
Is that
go.
what you just testified to?
Yes.
And if you agree that what you said to those two law enforcement agents on August 9th, 2023,
Get her.
you would be implicating not one, but two police officers, law enforcement officers, correct? If
So-
you agreed with what you said in August of 2023 on this witness stand, you would be implicating two officers, fellow officers, correct?
So I'm confused as to what you're asking.
You would be implicating, if you agreed with me, you have not agreed that that was the truth. You've now indicated that what you told to law enforcement agents in August of 2023 was a lie.
No,
If you agreed with that statement here on the witness stand, you would be implicating two officers as having been in the Sally Port, weirdly, for a wildly long time with the SUV, implicating not one, but two fellow officers, correct? That's what you would be doing.
it's not possible I
If
saw
you
that.
agreed with
Objection.
me, would you be
She
implicating
did not answer the question.
reputations of two officers?
If I was to lie, then yes.
And your entire job revolves around what you say on that witness stand. That's what you said, correct?
I'm still,
That's what you just said, Officer Dever, correct?
I still don't really understand the question.
You just said, all I'm asking you is what you just said. I wrote it down. You just said, my entire job
That was
revolves
dumb.
around what I say on the witness stand, correct?
Yes to that
Thank
question.
you. That's all I got.
I'm confused. When you spoke to those agents, you didn't implicate Chief Berkowitz and Mr. Higgins with doing anything criminal, did you?
No, they were friends. That's why Higgins had an office there.
You didn't implicate them ever suggesting they had tampered
She said
with
it was
evidence,
weird.
did you?
No,
And they
You
were
never
back there for a
implicated
weird
them
amount of
saying that
time.
They had framed anybody, did you?
no.
So when you talked to those agents, did you ever suggest that Mr. Higgins and Mr. Berkowitz did anything to touch or tamper with the defendant's Lexus at all?
No,
Never.
no.
Is there anybody you're protecting?
I have no one to protect.
Do you need to protect anybody?
No.
She's protecting herself. She just said that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Yeah,
Judge-
we got. Oh man, we gotta. Dang. We gotta do it. You're protecting yourself. You just said that. So whatever you need to do to protect yourself, you're gonna do. To me, why should I believe you now? I'm gonna believe what you said to the FBI agents. And when you told them that, yeah, it was weird. They went back there. They were both back there. They were there for an unusual amount of time. Now that I'm looking back and I'm on the stand, that actually couldn't have happened. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments in the chat.